Chemtrail Report for March the 18th, 2017. As a once famous song started out, breathe deep the gathering gloom, and so chemtrails are a part of our everyday lives now. This footage was shot by one of our staffers in Southern California. According to the staffer, they paused spraying during the recent rains, but for the past few weeks have been spraying nearly every day. As you'll be able to see from these jets, they appear too low to even begin to leave traditional contrails. Couple that with the fact that modern jet engines are not pure jet engines, but are turbofan engines. With the way they operate, it's almost impossible for them to leave contrails, and certainly not contrails of any density. These jets are clearly spraying chemicals. We at the Daily Digest are of the opinion that most, if not all, of these operations are centered around climate modification and reflectivity of solar energy. If this is the case, then whoever is in charge of these operations may think they're doing mankind a service, but in fact spraying untested concoctions into our atmosphere has a horrific impact on our environment. We encourage everyone to research these subjects. When you do, don't do your research on fake sites like Snopes and Metabunk. No person in a sane mind would do their research on sites like this. Go to source data like government patents. Look at pictures of the equipment used to spray the aerosols. Go to the Council on Foreign Relations site, CFR.org. There you'll find white papers written by PhDs that explain weather modification and spraying of this nature. Here we have John O. Brennan speaking to the CFR on chemtrails and his favorite form of spraying. Enjoy.
Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuels. This process is also relatively inexpensive. The National Research Council estimates that a fully deployed SAI program would cost about $10 billion yearly. As promising as it may be, moving forward on SAI would also raise a number of challenges for our government and for the international community. On the technical side, greenhouse gas emission reductions would still have to accompany SAI to address other climate change effects, such as ocean acidification, because SAI alone would not remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. On the geopolitical side, the technology's potential to alter weather patterns and benefit certain regions of the world at the expense of other regions could trigger sharp opposition by some nations. Others might seize on SAI's benefits and back away from their commitment to carbon dioxide reductions. And as with other breakthrough technologies, global norms and standards are lacking to guide the deployment and implementation of SAI and other geoengineering initiatives. Now, I could go on and on and on and on about the things that fascinate me, but rather than talk about them, I thought I'd stop here and start the conversation with Judy, and then I can take some of your questions.